A restaurant in Richmond, Virginia, refused to serve members of a conservative Christian group over its views on abortion and traditional marriage. The Family Foundation says it had scheduled an event at Metzger Bar and Butchery last week. They say management from that bar canceled their reservation with only 2 hours before the event. The wait staff apparently was told about the group's beliefs and then refused to serve them. Metzger's Bar posted a statement without naming the Family Foundation. Part of it reads this way: "We have always refused service to anyone for making our staff uncomfortable or unsafe. All of our staff are people with rights and deserve dignity and a safe work environment." A new op-ed is asking this: does President Biden's Justice Department care about the civil rights of Christians? Arguing if national civil rights legislation is to be enforced, it should be enforced even-handedly. If Metzger's had denied service to a Muslim group, the Biden Justice Department would rush to the aid of the Muslims. If it won't protect likewise Christian groups, the department itself is engaged in bigotry by omission. Victoria Cobb is the president of the Family Foundation of Virginia. Victoria, thank you for being in focus. First of all, I want to get your reaction to the next level in all of this, which is civil rights.
Yeah, we were certainly shocked that this happened, and I think most people assume that food service is something that we can all agree on. And so it is stunning, and it does feel a bit like no Christians can eat here, because if you go right to our website at familyfoundation.org, where the staff member said they Googled us, you'll find that we are a faith-based organization. So it absolutely does feel like there's a religious discrimination happening by this restaurant.
So when you talk about the wait staff, it seems like Metzger's Bar is putting it off on its employees and not taking full responsibility for hiring people who might have a problem with people's faith. Am I reading that correctly?
Well, certainly they can put it off on their team, but the owner made the phone call. They've put out an official statement. And the bottom line is the buck stops with the owner of the restaurant. Restaurants are not permitted to discriminate, even if their employees are discriminatory. They can be hateful, they can be bigoted, but that's not the right of a restaurant to simply say, hey, we're just not going to let you eat here.
So two things. One, who got the phone call from the owner of the restaurant? Was it you? I guess that's all one topic. And the other thing is this: 2 hours to go. What happened? Don't they know who's working for them and how they feel about things? I mean, come on.
Yeah, it seems a little ridiculous that they waited till the very last minute and called a member of my team. And it's because they were, this was the member involved with setting up the reservation. And so thankfully, we were able to pivot to another restaurant that graciously hosted us. And since then, we've got, so many offers from folks. Hey, you can eat here. We're so glad you're standing up for freedom. I think Americans don't want to hear that we're at the point where we're so divided on things like faith and our views on issues that we get to the point where we're eating in different restaurants. That's not America. That's not the freedom that we love, and it's not civility.
Well, that's a really good point. And that would really be sad, especially if people are judging. I pray over my food in public. I wonder what people are thinking. One last one. How many people were in your group? I'm just curious. You say you moved on with your business. What did Metzger's Bar? I mean, they've got a whole future that they'll miss out on now.
Yeah, we were able to pivot to another restaurant. It was about 15 or 20 people, and I'm amazed that we were able to do that on such quick notice. But there's a lot of customers that are now going to pivot themselves to a restaurant that doesn't have a litmus test at the door. They're going to choose other establishments. It's not a business model I would recommend to anyone, not only for the legal reasons, but simply for the fact that customers make choices, and they don't want to be judged for their faith, for their beliefs, for what they hold dear. And it's sad that we're even having to have this kind of a dialogue about food service.
Yeah, we'll see what happens in the legal realm if that restaurant decides to issue another statement, perhaps. Victoria Cobb, the president of the Family Foundation, thank you for being in focus.